One of the things that resonated with me about the civic aspect of the PI framework is the idea of understanding context and really having a rich and multifaceted awareness of the different factors that impact a community. Civic presence is really embodied in this project through the specific art educators that are out in the community working in K-12 public schools. And so that aspect of them really serving the people of Arizona is really central to their work.
Collaboration is key to repairing things, repairing our lives. And on the other hand, creativity is the other side of the coin.
This project originated from a class that I was in last year. We were doing some reading about craft. And there was a book that we read that had this idea of craft values as a way to think about and talk about craft. And what I noticed about those values is they also seem to apply to teaching. And I found that a really interesting way to think about a teaching practice. So I thought, what if I used those values as a way to connect with the existing community of K-12 art teachers that I work with, as well as our current art educators, and do something connected to making and teaching that would culminate in an exhibition. It's a very materials-intensive project that involves natural wool, dyes, cotton, batting. We're making an enormous collaborative quilt, as well as a small catalog that's going to highlight the statements that all of the participants write in response to their interpretation of those craft values. Receiving the additional PI funding for this project has meant that every aspect of it can be richer and better. One of the things that I have experienced with K-12 art education is there are a lot of well-intentioned projects to connect or highlight the work of teachers as artists, but they often don't come with funding, which means the resulting product doesn't really reflect the quality and skill and care of the people involved. So it was really important to me, if I'm bringing a project to this community that I care about, that it's able to be full of beautiful, wonderful, high quality materials that are going to lead to a product that's professional and that really shines.
My project started 3 years ago as an exploration of how design and repair are related. So I started running some repair workshops in which I asked my participants to bring their broken items. I realized that most of the time they would bring like their t-shirts, an old pair of jeans, some brought their shoes and backpacks, so mostly their garments that they really loved. And we started using the repair workshops as a means of creativity and how design, creativity and making skills could help them by mending these objects that they're bringing. With the Principled Innovation funding, I'll also be setting up a tool library in collaboration with the Hayden Library again. So we're going to be having the workshops, with having the tools around us with this library, and people are going to have more access to the tools, materials that they need.
What emotion am I feeling?
What are the strengths of the community in which we are operating? Wow, that's a really nice one.
I mean, I'm like so full of excitement and gratitude. To be able to be connected enough with the community to reciprocate, to offer something in exchange is just like the best feeling.
I'm working with the community for some time now. And I think one of the strengths is definitely being able to come together, and holding these workshops showed me that people cared. And because they cared about sustainability, they cared about next generations, they show up, and I love that about our community, and that's a great strength, because if people don't show up, then my repair workshops won't mean anything.